control overthinking and negative thoughts. Bhagavad Gita Wisdom. Timeless lessons from the Bhagavad Gita. In the silent corners of the mind, where thoughts multiply like wildfire, overthinking often becomes our greatest enemy. It creeps in quietly, turning small worries into overwhelming anxieties and robbing us of clarity, peace, and sleep. Accompanying it are negative thoughts about ourselves, others, and our future that cloud judgment and create inner chaos. But this isn't a modern problem. Thousands of years ago, in the middle of the battlefield of Kurukshetra, a warrior named Arjuna stood paralyzed, overwhelmed by doubt, fear, and spiraling thoughts. And in that moment, Krishna didn't hand him a sword or a plan, he handed him wisdom. The Bhagavad Gita, a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna, is not just a spiritual text, it's a psychological guide on how to manage the mind. Here's how the Gita can help you control overthinking and negative thoughts in daily life. 1. Accept that the mind is naturally restless. In chapter 6, verse 34, Arjuna confesses, "The mind is restless, turbulent, strong and obstinate. Controlling it is like trying to control the wind." Sound familiar? Overthinking stems from a mind that wants to predict, control, and fix everything. Krishna doesn't dismiss Arjuna's struggle. He acknowledges the difficulty but assures him that with practice, abhyas, and detachment, vairagya, the mind can be trained. Takeaway. Don't be harsh on yourself for overthinking. It's natural. But it's not permanent. The mind is a muscle. You can train it with consistent effort. 2. Practice detachment, not disinterest. One of the most misunderstood teachings of the Gita is the idea of detachment. It doesn't mean giving up or becoming cold. Krishna teaches us to stay committed to action, but to detach from the results. Overthinking often arises when we obsess over outcomes. What if I fail? What if they don't like me? What if it doesn't go as planned? You have the right to perform your duty, but not to the fruits of your actions. Takeaway. Do your best, but don't mentally live in the future. Free your mind from the need to control results. This reduces anxiety and brings calm to the overactive mind. 3. Focus on the present moment, karma yoga. Krishna repeatedly emphasizes karma yoga, the path of selfless action. This isn't about working without reward. It's about putting full attention into the task at hand. Overthinking thrives in mental idleness or while multitasking. But when you're fully engaged in a single task, the mind has no space to wander. Takeaway. Anchor yourself in the present. Whether you're washing dishes or working on a project, give it your full attention. This simple focus is meditation in action, and it weakens the grip of overthinking. 4. Rise above the likes and dislikes of the mind. In chapter 2, verse 38, Krishna tells Arjuna, "Treat pleasure and pain, gain and loss, victory and defeat as the same." Negative thoughts often come from the mind's habit of labeling. This is good, this is bad, I'm a failure, they're better than me. These emotional ups and downs fuel overthinking. Krishna invites us to rise above duality, to develop a steady inner state, not swayed by every emotion or outcome. Takeaway. Observe your thoughts instead of reacting to them. When a negative thought arises, ask, is this absolutely true? Don't suppress thoughts, but don't become them either. 5. Meditation, the Gita's mental reset button. Krishna emphasizes the power of Dhyan Yoga, meditation, as a tool to discipline the mind. must elevate, not degrade, the self by the self. The mind is both friend and enemy of the soul. Gita 6.5. Meditation helps create space between you and your thoughts. That space gives you the power to respond rather than react, to observe rather than obsess. Takeaway. Start with 10 minutes of simple breath-focused meditation daily. When a thought comes, don't fight it. Just bring your focus back to the breath. Over time, your mind will slow down and regain clarity. The battlefield is within. Krishna didn't remove Arjuna from the battlefield. Instead, he changed Arjuna's relationship with his mind. That's the real lesson. Your mind is not your enemy. It's a powerful tool. But like any tool, it needs awareness, practice, and perspective to use wisely. So the next time your thoughts spiral out of control, remember, you are not alone. Even warriors like Arjuna faced it. And within you lies the same stillness Krishna speaks of. A place beyond overthinking, a place of peace. Explore the latest trends and tips in health and fitness, travel, life hacks, fashion and beauty, and relationships at times life. Frequently asked question. 1. What does the Bhagavad Gita say about overthinking? The Gita teaches that the mind is naturally restless, but can be trained through practice, abhyas, and detachment, vairagya. 2. Can the Gita help with anxiety? Absolutely. Its teachings offer deep insight into self-mastery, letting go of fear, and finding peace through purpose-driven action.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे।